holy crap, they're gonna pay me this much money just to make a video, and I just completely sold out.
Yeah.
And I support gay marriage, or just saying that, you're gonna get hate either way.
Yeah.
So you might as well just make both sides hate you and say you don't and you do accept it. Gay people, hate them, love them. Bring on the hate. All right. We're all good? Every camera's good? Are we doing the claps?
Let's do the claps.
We only need... Why, dude? It's so loud in our headsets. Come on.
Is that our intro, the claps?
That's the claps.
We got the claps. We got the beep beeps.
Well, we need the claps to sync. If people don't know, we're not just applauding ourselves.
Yeah.
It's to sync up the audio with the video.
Sure.
Anyway, welcome to the first Off the Pill podcast. It's not the first one. I'm a liar. It's not the first one. We've done two. Actually, we've done three. I posted two on the second channel. One was with just us, I think, and then we did one with David Choi. A lot of you guys really liked it, but we stopped doing it for a very long time. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There's a third one that we did with Derek, but that one was
unsalvageable.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that bad. It's Derek. You know, we went a little off topic. It was almost like I don't know what to do with this video.
We've been experimenting.
Yeah, we've just been experimenting.
You know how you had Inside the Mind of Ryan Higa?
Yep.
That podcast was basically Inside the Mind of Derek.
It was, but I also felt like he was trying to channel someone else's mind. One day I might just post it one day, just because it'll be funny.
Sure.
But I feel like we should not be posting that kind of podcast yet.
Yeah. It's new. It's a long format.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting used to it.
Anyway, we are figuring it out, and this is the first one. It's not. I already said this. It's technically the first one on this channel, but it's not the first one. How do we? We don't even have an intro.
Nope.
Anyway, I think we should stick with the clapping thing. I mean, we already did it.
Oh.
Okay, off to a good start. I guess we can just get into it. I just wanted to give that intro because this is the first one. So.
You want to intro the guests?
So the guest, I guess. I don't know if you guys are always going to be here. We're still figuring that out. We got to get... I think we already have a bunch of guests that we have coming up. I don't know if it's smart to say who it is yet, but you guys already know Paco. You guys already know Will. And you guys might know me.
Nah.
Okay. Well, and also for people who don't know, it's called Off the Pill Podcast. If you don't know that by now, which is a little strange while you're watching this, it's because that whole thing started when I started ranting on videos without taking my meds. I have ADHD. I don't take my meds sometimes. And when I do that, I start talking in circles and talking about random things. And that's what this podcast is all about, you know, just having fun talking about random things.
It really is.
And important issues.
Unstructured.
No, there's structure.
Brain barf.
There is structure. What are you talking about?
I mean, there is structure within unstructure.
We all clapped.
Boom.
Every single time in the beginning, we always clap. That's structure. And we breathe into the mic at the end. That's our closer. Yeah, we're not, we're still figuring this out.
So we have two things, basically, that are structured. Everything in the middle.
Okay, well, it's only our first one. Technically fourth one. Because we're not posting the Derek one.
Yeah.
We're not talking about anything, by the way. Let's get into it. What do we have on the agenda?
Okay.
We have so many things to cover because we've never covered anything.
Yep.
Well, why don't we talk about something that's, you know, kind of hot right now?
Ooh, is this getting what you trying to say? You made that sound dirty, so.
No, I just meant a hot topic.
Oh, you want to talk about Hot Topic? I've been there. It's very. When I was a kid, I was actually scared of Hot Topic.
No, me too. My mom wouldn't let me go in there.
Mama's boy.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I really not scared, but I kind of I was kind of scared. Yeah.
It definitely was frightening for some reason.
If we get sponsored by Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's thank our sponsors for today, Hot Topic. That's not true. I don't know if that's even legal for me to say that. We're not Hot Topic is not sponsoring this. We have no sponsor. We have no money. Okay, guys, we are
But
broke.
if you'd like to sponsor this podcast, you could reach this email right here.
Your commercial could be just like this. Have you ever wanted to go and get something that's kind of scary to kids, but also really cool to some kids that are outcasts? Does that sound bad? Well, then go to Topics R Us Hot. I don't know.
Topics that are hot to us.
That could be you.
Yeah.
This is the essence of Off the Pill podcast. We tried to start something.
I know.
And we absolutely failed and went somewhere else with it.
People don't know this
I love
too.
it.
People don't know this too. But we've actually done more that people will never see because we were just experimenting, and they're just trash, kind of like this one.
Back to Paco.
But I
Sorry.
mean, why don't we talk a little bit about brand deals? Because that seems to be something that a lot of
Everyone
YouTubers,
has, all
are
these-
going into it.
I know.
Except you've kind of been someone that has steered away from that type of content, and I personally am very interested in that. We've talked a little bit about it,
Yeah.
but I think a lot of the audience too would be like, how does Ryan make money on YouTube since the adpocalypse? You know?
I mean, it's not as good, and I really don't do that many sponsorship deals because I always base the content around. I mean, you guys know I've always based it around just if the ad interferes with the funny or the story, then I'm not going to do it. I get asked to do stuff like probably every day, like multiple inquiries.
All right, weird flex, but okay,
Is that a flex?
it is.
That's
But
not,
continue.
I don't know what that means.
I know we're gonna go ADHD right now. Continue on the brand.
You're the
things.
one who threw me off. I didn't take my meds,
shouldn't
dude.
have done
That's
that.
your fault. What were we talking about?
You're talking about brand
was
deals and how
flexing.
people ask you every day.
Oh, okay,
To
yeah.
do stuff.
People send. Oh, that is a flex.
It is.
It's not that weird though. It's normal for YouTubers. Anyway, as I was saying before, someone interrupted my
Flex.
whatever I was talking about. Yeah, we get that all the time. I get that sent in random inquiries, and I would say like 99 out of 100 are things that I don't really care for or don't really know, or I can't find a way to make it funny, or it's just a ridiculous off, like it's like nothing, or they just want like sometimes it's just like, hey, you mind making a video for us? We don't have any money, but you know this. We think you'll like this product.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I mean, if I really like it, I would use it. But like I said, it comes down to like, can you make it interesting?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I choose sponsorship deals. That's why there's almost none.
Yeah.
And yeah, it would be nice to have some.
It would be. It would be.
We could upgrade our mics. Not that these sound horrible, but they're actually pretty good. And Rode, shout out to Rode. This is not a sponsorship, but they did send us free stuff. So that's why we have this set up.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Road.
Yeah, not a sponsorship
Nope.
because it's still waiting for you.
One thing too
Point at the
that
camera.
I've noticed, like brands that will try to reach out to you, the process is very slow, you know.
Yeah.
And the way that Ryan works is within like a week, he thinks of an idea, we film it and edit it, and if that holds back, like the brand or the deal holds it back in any way, it's very hard to commit to it, you know, because it's like, well, it's time, it's a balance between like, you know, doing our own thing and the time that is involved, right, with working with them
Right.
and going through that process. It's a long process. It's really long.
And
Yeah.
I've also worked with other YouTubers as well. And
Who?
well, Wasabi. And when they were doing brand deals and stuff, a lot of times, yeah, those brands would see a completed project and they'd be like, we don't like this.
Right.
We want something else.
That's also a big thing that I always try and, I wouldn't say negotiate, but that's like a must. I always have to say like, I want the creative control. And a
Yeah.
lot of times brands don't want to give you that.
Yeah.
Because they want to make sure their brand, if they're paying for it, they want to make sure like it's all about them.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why for me it's just all these things have to line up for me to be able to do it. But in a podcast, it's so
it's
normal.
a way easier format.
It is way easier.
Yeah.
You can just talk about it. But even with that, I would still want products that I actually like. I don't want to be like, I don't want to name anything.
Just
but
make up something.
I don't want to like talk about X product and that product I don't even like.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
oh, that's a crappy thing because I like this other one better, but because they're paying me, I'm gonna talk like good.
Because it's
about
like you're signing off on it. You're like
Yeah.
endorsing it in a way.
exactly, and then if people use it or buy it and it's bad, then it's just
Yeah.
like your opinion means nothing.
Yeah.
if it's a bad product.
But you have the luxury of doing that as well,
What do you mean?
where you're in a comfortable space.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
know?
I mean, it would be it's comfortable spaces. That is a debatable. It depends.
yeah.
Who you're talking about,
But-
because
I think overall, you're in a lot more of a comfortable spot than most people.
oh, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
than most people.
So you have the ability to make those decisions and not be like, I'll give up a little bit of my morals or values to do this sponsorship.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done things that I'm not proud of.
Oh, should we go into that?
I don't know. I can
maybe
talk
not,
about it.
Maybe
but-
not proud of. Maybe like what is, if you want to talk about what's the most positive experiences with brands or ones that you've kind of looked back on and said like that was good and it was fun and
No, I've done. I mean, the thing is, it's tough because I don't know which ones I've signed contracts with that I can't talk about. There's just a part of that.
How about let's talk about the positive and like which one did you enjoy the most?
I don't know. There's a lot of them. You know what? A good example is like the Fortnite video.
Right.
I had the idea and I went to them actually. They didn't come to me. I was like, hey, I have this idea. Do you have some kind of budget so I can make this, better?
Yeah.
And I went to Epic Games.
yeah.
Yeah.
Epic Games. Well, I kind of met like a middle person, but we made that deal happen, and that was it's easier that way because I can present them my
Yeah.
idea rather than being like, hey, you have to say our name this many times, or you got to show this much gameplay, and like that's the kind of stuff that's like a turnoff to me.
Right.
But I mean, I've had some bad experiences. Not bad, it's just like I've had ones in the past when I started like back in high school.
Yeah.
And I did my first brand deals. I was just like, holy crap, they're gonna pay me this much money just to make a video, and I just completely sold out.
Yeah.
And people were pissed. Back then, kids
Way different.
hated ads.
Yeah.
Like how I never understood that. You know how like back then, I don't know if it still happens, but when like skateboarders you liked got sponsored, you'd be like, holy crap, he's legit. Like that's dope. Congrats. That's awesome.
Right.
Back when YouTube first was starting, if you got a sponsorship of any kind, people were pissed at you. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that time. It was like 2000, between 5 and I guess 9 and 10 maybe.
Right.
I remember we all did this Carl's Jr. deal.
I remember that.
We made our own
Mushroom burger.
basically, yeah, portobello mushroom burger.
Yeah.
We did this ad. All of us did one in our own way, and we all had to post at the same time. And I thought it was fun. I mean, I was having fun with it. Everybody seemed like they were doing their own versions, but people were like pissed. They were so mad. They're like, "Oh, you guys are such sellouts," and all this stuff. And I was like,
Yeah.
But okay, but it was a lot of money.
But I think at the same time, it's because this is at the time it was a new platform. It was like, wow, these guys have so much like creative control and like they're doing what they want to do. That's great. And then to see, I guess, a corporate
That's true.
come in there, it's change. It's
Yeah.
new to it. You know.
You're just a little too close to the mic. That's all.
All right.
Damn, you got scolded, dude. The first scolding of the Off the Pill
First
podcast.
scolding.
Well,
All
he's the
right,
loudest
smack my
person,
hand.
He
but
is the
also
loudest
the
person.
closest person.
You're
Here,
by far
here
the
we go.
loudest.
There we go.
I think you're just gonna over
Like this,
time just
all
be
the way,
leaning.
all the way over.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
put it in yours.
Yeah, I think that's even better. Sounds more balanced. Wait, what were we talking about?
Basically,
if
how
it's
like
a corp-
corporates,
yeah.
corporates
Yeah,
would go
so I
into a
see
new
that
space.
perspective, but now it's crazy how it's changed. Like, honestly, I even felt back then. I felt like for me, I didn't do that many after that, and I kind of learned. But like, I wanted people. If I was working with a brand, it had to be somebody my followers would be like happy about.
Yeah,
Or be like,
yeah.
holy crap, you got to like the Nintendo one I just did. Like, I actually love. I've always loved Nintendo, and most people do. I think
Yeah.
they grew up, like our age, grew up with Nintendo games and stuff like that. I feel like that's something I felt, okay, this is just cool. I've always wanted to work with them. Same with like, I would work with, I don't know, just things that people like, you know,
Right.
or
Yeah.
I guess our age group. I don't know if people are still
Well, I mean, with
fanatics over it, like how we were.
I think the Switch's popularity kind of like a lot of people are gravitating towards that.
Now you're kind of far
Yeah,
from the mic.
just
Too
a
far,
fist.
too far, right
Yeah.
here.
Joe Rogan says just a fist.
Joe Rogan did say that.
Yeah.
whisper.
He always is like. he
Speaking of
always does that.
which, that is one of the reasons why I like podcasts. I love Joe Rogan's
For sure.
podcast. I think like, when was this? Like maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's not a long time ago, but a couple years ago, I wrote an email to his thing, to his like media email.
Really?
Didn't get a response.
What did you say?
I was just like, I was actually pitching to him to do this other idea. This was like back when the drama stuff was starting to happen.
Yeah.
This is before, nobody really knows this, but I hit up Joe Rogan and Julian from Jen and Julian.
Right.
Because I wanted to do a show that was kind of based around fighting between these people, these drama channels. Because I was so
remember
sick of all
that.
like they were all like there was no fights at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, imagine if we had all these people having drama and they just like really fought. Like we set up a UFC, like celebrity death match, but not death.
Yeah.
You know? And I had this idea. I sent a very basic version, not a pitch. I just kind of said, "Oh, I think you'd be great for this. I would love to work with you. I'm a fan of your podcast. Like how you think. Like I think it's brilliant." And I sent that over in an email a couple years ago. I don't know when exactly. It was just before there was actual fights. And like I would say within half a year, that first fight was announced. And I was like, all right, it's been done. Great.
Yeah.
The real question is, did Julian respond?
Julian did respond, yeah.
Ooh.
He thought it was a good idea. Because Julian's all down. He's down for
He's down to just fight people.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one guy I would never do jiu-jitsu with. I mean, I would do it, but I wouldn't, like, he's too big. And
Dude, I would grab some sleeves with him.
what does that mean?
Yeah, what is...
It was just like a term I made up.
I
said
would
it
totally grab sleeves.
at TwitchCon. I was like, Julian, you want to grab some sleeves? And he was like, what?
I kind of like that,
You
man. I
grab
would
their sleeves.
Oh, you're talking about, like, the gi? Or?
Yeah.
Oh.
What were you thinking of?
I don't know, like, the sleeve. Like,
Well,
a
like, because in like UFC, nobody has sleeves.
Yeah,
so-
well, it was a jiu-jitsu joke.
yeah. I mean, that's the collar.
Yeah. Trying to grab sleeves?
That's the sleeve is over here, like, on the
Yeah.
hand. Oh, what are you grabbing then?
You grabbed their sleeve. You
I
never...
thought you were talking about, like, the collar.
No.
Oh.
You can grab sleeves in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Dude, let's grab sleeves.
Stop trying to make that happen, because it's gonna happen. All right, let's like keep this moving. Let's grab
Yeah.
sleeves.
Let's leave that one alone.
Oh
So
my
that
God.
was brands. You got another topic. Let's.
No, it's just an interesting thing. I mean, we don't have to like abruptly stop it.
You know what's another brand that I don't know if I should say this because I feel like I'm getting in trouble for it, but I don't care. My podcast, I can say whatever I want.
Damn, get them.
You know what upsets me a little bit?
Get them.
Grab sleeves with these
You know
guys.
what grinds my gears?
Dude,
You know what grabs my
I'm about to
sleeves?
grab someone's sleeves.
I'm here to
and they
gas
are
you.
Swedish. Guess who?
Oh,
I'm here to
Take a
gas
guess. Take a
you
guess.
up.
Oh,
Guess.
Is it PewDiePie?
No, I was fishing you into that. It is IKEA.
Ooh.
So when I was in LA, I went to IKEA. I mean, obviously everybody knows the hype, right, around
Yeah.
IKEA, and I think I'm one of the very small minority, not majority. I'm one of the minority. I'm part of a minority that is not a big fan of IKEA.
What?
And I've never been.
Me neither.
I bought all my stuff after the first time I bought all my stuff for LA from IKEA and had to build all of it. The next like 2 days, after that, I was like, I'm never going here again.
Oh,
Unless if they want to sponsor this podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, because let me tell you why. Later down the road, not only was a lot of the stuff, breaking and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and that's probably my fault for how I made it. Like, I'm not
Probably.
saying their products are bad, because they actually have great a lot of this stuff in here, well, not all of it. Actually, not this stuff, but there's in the other house.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
lot of IKEA products in
Yeah.
there. Even the bed that you took from me, remember?
Yeah.
There was a lot of IKEA products, and they work fine, but a lot of
Probably-
them would break, and I think it's probably the way I built it.
Yeah.
But that's exactly my point. Like, I feel like IKEA is a grocery store for furniture, and like I just want to go to the restaurant.
Got it.
You know, if
no,
I'm gonna-
that's a great analogy.
Get them.
Like,
No, I'm in the same boat.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I thought of all people,
Yeah, you
would
like building
love IKEA.
things.
Yeah, like building stuff.
I
as
went
well.
in there and I instantly saw the only things that I really buy from IKEA are things like this. This is from this. I think this little thing in the background. You see how it's like metal? It's kind of like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you kind of just
Well, this cabinet looking thing.
the cabinet looking thing. Like any of their wood stuff or like any of like that kind of stuff, I don't really buy because it's like Ryan said, it's like it kind of falls apart and it's like kind of
And it's a
cheap.
lot of work,
Yeah,
too.
but Dom has had his for how many years?
Well, regardless, even if you build it right, I'm sure a lot of people do, and it lasts for a
Yeah.
long time, and maybe they just treat their stuff better than I do. But regardless, I just feel like if you're gonna pay that much money, they should make it for you, shouldn't? Like, you don't go to a bakery and say,
but
"Hey,
it's a
could I
lot-
get some dough and some sugar and then I'm gonna have to make this at home now. Spend another half a day."
No, the reason why people go to IKEA is it's actually cheaper.
Yeah, but how much cheaper?
Like a significant amount.
Is it really?
It really
So
is.
that's where we differ. Is you don't like it is because you have to build it.
Yeah.
I don't like it is because it's not like I'd rather just spend more money for something that's like higher quality.
Like that a craftsman made or something.
yeah, like I'd rather. But
And
he
me,
doesn't like
no,
it.
but I'm
I
at
don't
the
like
bottom of
making it.
this money making barrel.
I
so
didn't think
I'm
it was
like
that cheap though.
money as I can save.
Well,
No,
that's,
but I only can compare this to another store out here in Vegas. It's like a local place, and they made products that look just as good as IKEA stuff. I think it's called something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they made products just as good, around the same price range, I would say. I remember comparing at the time when I was first getting furniture. They're very similar to IKEA, if not cheaper. And those products are still held together. They're already made, and they do free delivery.
Yeah.
So like
Is it a
once I
local
knew
place
that,
that's why?
I don't know if it seems pretty big. You know what it is, Biggs, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a big, it's a big place, Biggs, and it's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
And they deliver for free. Like people come into your house, put it where you want in your house. Like
Got
what that alone is worth whatever more you got to pay to IKEA. To me, and you save yourself a day. A day you could be working and making money, which is actually why you're actually losing money by buying products like that. Man, they're never gonna work with me, huh?
Well, that's probably what.
Prove me
They-
wrong.
that's-
Yeah,
IKEA.
they do
That's
that.
probably what that store does to compete with a store like IKEA, because IKEA
Right,
has like
right.
that name, such a
maybe
big name. In
maybe they're out of business now.
And IKEA's got those like bomb meatballs.
Their
They do have
meatballs are
good food.
They're meatballs.
They do
Yeah.
have good food.
Yeah. Dude, this sounds weird, but I think IKEA's like a dope like second date.
Yeah, that's not weird. People already do that.
Yeah,
Take people to
'cause
have dates there.
Okay, this is something that grabs my sleeves.
Ooh, what's going on right
You want to grab sleeves?
Dude, no,
about to grab
it's
some
been
nice
done
sleeves.
already. It's been done. I just hate when other people go to IKEA now and they're filming pun videos.
Oh my
dude,
gosh.
that is
Isn't
so.
that a
that's cringe.
Didn't Liza do that?
Yeah,
Or-
that's why she was like one of the
Dude.
first people.
No, she did the market one, right? And then someone did like the IKEA names because they're so weird.
Well, I have no idea who did, but if you're doing it now, still, I'm
No,
just
people
like,
aren't still doing
no,
that, are they?
people are.
Wait, didn't you do
People-
that?
No, I didn't do that.
Okay, I thought you guys did.
No, I
No.
definitely
No.
didn't do that.
Get 'em.
That's the kind of stuff. If we went to IKEA, we'd be doing that, but we wouldn't be filming it.
Yeah, you don't-
because we'd also just be trying to like make each other cringe.
Uh-huh.
Which Paco's great at, by the way.
I'm a class A cringe artist.
I have like
He's been on a
worn
list.
down teeth. Oh yeah, you are on the PewDiePie list.
yeah,
of
I made it onto
cringe.
PewDiePie's.
Dude, that's how cringy you are.
I'm amazing, dude.
Dude, that is awesome.
I'm killing it.
Man, I want to make the PewDiePie any list.
You wish you could. You're not good enough.
Man.
Get on my cringe level.
Dude, speaking, I should probably get off the topic of brands because what if
You're
one
just
day
cutting
they're like,
ties
they
with
see-
everyone.
Yeah, I'm just burning bridges left
was
and
an
right. Hot
interesting
Topic,
yeah.
IKEA. Just saying though. I mean, my opinion could change. I'm not gonna take the deal unless it is changed though.
Interesting transition from, hey, we don't have any brands to, you know.
You know what I
this
hate?
company sucks.
The thing,
I
okay,
hate
so
these
the Hot
ones.
Topic one really did scare me, and IKEA, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let's
like,
try
That's
and-
how I feel.
Let's try and salvage it though. So Hot Topic did scare you at first, but
But I
Now.
go there, but now they're great because we go there for props. Whenever we want to have like a really like, want to go for that look.
And I also think they have like some good, like real niche things.
Like
Like
what?
they tap into certain, I guess, cultures and
Band
That's
shirts,
true.
Band
Yeah.
shirts, or
Yeah.
they have like that, like certain like weeb things.
cartoons,
Yeah.
anime.
And they
Yeah.
tap into that. And if I want to wear like some dumb Sailor Moon shirt, which I love.
Should we tell people the fun fact that you like to wear skirts at home for no reason? Paco wears
No,
skirts.
it's,
There's nothing wrong with that, dude. This is 2019.
no, it's not that.
It is. I live with you.
Yeah, you lived with me.
So
and I was
Will-
just like,
Will
at the
and
time,
Paco
I was
lived
like,
together. What is your mindset for that? Like, I mean, like, I'm not judging you.
It's the same with
but I am a
Crocs.
little bit.
It's the same with Crocs.
Uh-huh.
I was like, dude, nobody wears this.
Oh, so it's just you're a hipster.
So I just want to like, in a way, I guess in a way, hipstery, yeah. But it's more like I want to make people cringe.
Do you want me to tell the story about what you're talking
You
about?
can tell the story because I think he's trying to defend himself.
No,
So I woke up. So this is when we were living at the old house.
Explain the situation because you're living with Paco.
Paco moved in. He just starting to work with us. And I was like, okay, we got a new guy. Paco's pretty cool, And I walk out to go into the office, and Paco walks out of his room with no shirt on, no socks, but he's wearing a pink skirt. I'm not talking about like a costume, like a girl's skirt.
yeah, it was
He
a
walks-
pink schoolgirl.
Yeah,
Schoolgirl.
he walks by me.
Skirt.
He's like, hey, what's up? Like, not trying to be funny, not trying to make me laugh. He just walks by, and I'm looking at him, like waiting for him to kind of turn around, or like maybe he'd lift his skirt up to try to make me laugh, or like make a joke. Nothing. You could tell like he slept in it. His eyes, he got some eye boogers in it. Just walk right
No,
by
I
me.
didn't sleep in it. 100%, I didn't sleep in it.
Well, he just woke
too
up.
uncomfortable.
That's almost stranger because you made a conscious choice to like, hey, I'm gonna go out into the world with no shirt on, and just a skirt.
Which is, I mean, you can wear
If that's what
whatever
you
you
want,
want.
great. That's
No,
great.
'cause
Do whatever you
that
want.
was probably summertime, so it was like really hot, and I never lived in Vegas, so I was like, no shirt. I need that ventilation on my nips, and if I'm wearing pants, you know, if I have a skirt, I can just open it up. There's a breeze straight
I
to
mean,
my
we
crotch.
already know now that that's you.
Yeah.
But like, this is like when you first
Oh yeah.
came into the group, and we were just like, oh, okay, so this guy is different. Not, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's interesting, if anything.
You
And
don't wear it anymore?
No, I haven't worn it for a long time.
see, it's not genuine. Then you don't love skirts. You just like the fads.
That's why it's like I just wore it just to be like, how will people like react?
I think you are discovering yourself. That's the kind of person I feel like you are.
Oh yeah, always self-discovery every day.
yeah.
So did you like check it off a list, like skirts, cross it off?
Oh, I've got to
I'm not a
scroll.
skirt.
I'm not a skirt guy.
Not a skirt guy. I will wear it once in a while though for like streams or something.
Okay, well that's just for entertainment.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
This is
yeah,
the fun.
entertainment
The
value.
weird thing about it was that you weren't doing it for any. Like we weren't filming. You just did it.
It was behind closed doors
Yeah.
that you walked out of that closed door to me.
Are you a fan of Jaden Smith? I feel like that's something he did, and like maybe that it was around that time. Maybe that's why.
It might have been, but I don't.
Maybe you were inspired by
No,
him.
so the thing is, I had actually bought that 2 years before. And then from that point, it was kind of just like, hey, this is a weird thing to have, so I'm just gonna use it sometimes.
Okay,
Because I was just like, I mean, otherwise it's just sitting around.
I guess.
Yeah, you can't let a good skirt go to waste.
Yeah, you know.
I guess not.
If you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah.
Watch us get all these comments like, "Oh my God, Will and Ryan are so unaccepting."
I said he can wear whatever he wants.
I know,
That's
but
totally fine.
I'm not even gonna. I mean, I don't. This is my podcast. I think it's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I have nothing against people who cross dress. That's fine.
Yeah.
And who says it's cross dressing? What if you were
I don't
Irish?
think so.
Is that stereotypical? No, that's kilts.
Kilts, Scottish.
Scottish. That's
Scottish.
right, not Irish.
When I first saw it, that's what I thought it was. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
it's like, but
then-
it's pink.
yeah. But I mean, they have pink kilts, and then
Do
you
they?
walk by, and I was like, oh, it's a skirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get those comments for sure.
that's whatever.
And well, not for you. You're gonna be like, oh, don't make fun of Paco. He just likes skirts. Let him be who he is.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's how I think their voices sound like.
I'll see you in the comment section.
Yeah, we're about to get roasted, me and Will. We're like so close-minded.
Clothes-minded.
Clothes-minded.
Nice.
You're close-minded.
Bang.
I don't know. That made me think about like
I don't know why we started talking about that.
Hot Topic
Oh, that's right.
Anime.
and his
stuff.
weird,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
weird choices. See, even the fact that I even have to I have to stop myself from saying, "Oh, it's a weird choice that he made," and think about like all the backlash.
Yeah,
that
like,
could
are
happen
people
is
gonna-
It's such a sad thing. It was never like this before. We talk about this all the time. Never not publicly, but
Yeah.
it's my podcast. I can do it. No, I think it's
But it's not coming from a place of hate.
no, not at all.
It's just coming from a place of like, oh, this is different to me
Yeah.
from the norm.
yeah. Like I mean, like even like the whole. It's so frustrating to talk because I have to be careful.
Yeah. There's all these like
There's so many
social
rules now.
landmines.
There's so many rules, but like even like talking about like saying like before everything changes. Saying like, oh, I support gay marriage, or saying like just saying that you're gonna get hate either way.
Yeah.
So you might as well just make both sides hate you and say you don't and you do accept it. Gay
Get 'em.
people, hate them, love them. Bring on the hate. Both sides. I want both sides. Or you get love from both sides. You know.
Or you can just be like, I don't care.
Yeah. You know what? That is true.
And then both sides will be like,
Oh,
oh,
so
why
you
don't
don't
you care
care?
about our
I know.
agenda?
I know. This is like every like podcast has like PC talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know
I'm more
actually
of a
what
Mac guy,
you know what
but-
I actually never did a video on. I never actually really did a video about gay people or like kind of like touched on that when that was like the hot topic.
Yeah.
Hot topic.
See? Salvaging brands.
No, but you know, I mean, it was more popular than it is now. Like everything happens in trends. Like for a while, the whole game, not that it's done, but the whole gay movement and LGBT thing
Yeah.
was solely focused around gay marriage.
Don't
and
forget
you
Q,
remember.
though.
Okay, sure. And then now it's kind of on like the transgender thing, you know. But before it was more just like, you know, about gay marriage and, you know, gay people and letting them be them, love,
Like
love, that
equality
kind of
and all
stuff.
that,
Yeah. But it's funny how things happen in trends. But when that was happening, I just never really touched the subject. Obviously, we had gay friends. I was kind of in that boat of like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, do what you want to do.
What makes you happy? Basically.
Yeah, do what you want to do. Like I also, and if it's your religion and you are against it, to me, I'm just like, okay, then be against it. But
And also,
you don't have to go.
You and I come from Hawaii, which is a place of like people are just openly super flamboyant if they are gay.
Oh yeah,
With like they're called Marys in a way, and they
I've
like
never heard what?
Marys for us.
Yeah, just
I heard a different M word.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one as well. But
In Hawaii, they say mahu.
yeah,
But I don't know if that's insulting
Yeah,
to people.
I don't know
if I
how
should say
like
that.
harsh that is.
Yeah.
I don't know either, honestly, anymore. I don't know. Everything's changed, man.
has.
But you know what I always thought? The way I really broke it down and tried to think about it is like, I really believe that you can't choose to be gay. So how can you hate on someone
exactly. Yeah,
for something they can't control? You know?
it's like
And-
hating on someone for like being Asian.
Yeah, but people really do believe that you can choose to be gay.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people still believe that. Less, but I think a lot of people do. And it's a choice. But the funny thing is, I think the people who think like that are actually the closest to becoming gay or being gay, or they are gay.
And they're trying to fight it. That's
Yeah,
why.
like the only people who are like, if you really think about it, like I try and think about it myself. Like, if it's a choice, I can't really right now think, or I think I just can't be attracted to both of you.
Yeah.
Like I can't choose to want to be attracted to you guys.
That hurts.
You know what I mean? Like
That hurts.
I can't, or any guy.
Yeah.
I can't choose. If you really think it's possible right now, if I were to think like, you know what, if it was my choice, if I wanted to do that,
Yeah.
I could be gay and I could like you, I could be attracted to you, then I'm probably gay.
My heart
or
is
bi.
fluttering.
But I don't think it's possible to choose it. Like I just really can't think it's possible. And I think
No,
if
yeah.
you think it's a choice, then you're probably questioning yourself.
Yeah.
I've thought about it before. Like, am I gay?
I know.
And then
We thought you were.
yeah. Actually, a lot of people think I am.
It's the skirt thing and like, there's a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
But
and I'm like I can be very flamboyant at times.
yes.
But then I was just like, can't I? Like, I can see guys and be like, oh, dude, that's an attractive person, but I'm not attracted.
That doesn't
to
mean
them.
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know if this is gonna get taken out or inappropriate, but when I brush my teeth
We're not taking out anything, dude.
and I scrub the back of my tongue and I gag, I'm like, I don't like this feeling enough.
And we might have to take it out. Like, all Hot Topic and IKEA are never going to approve this video when they sponsor this.
Well,
Like-
that's what you're saying about like you don't think it's a choice to be homosexual.
I don't think it can be from
Yeah.
my point of view.
Imagine like growing up, because from our like point of view as a straight male, and
Yeah.
we grew up and we were born into this world, and we're attracted to women,
Yeah.
right? So imagine being like born a man and just being born attracted to men and
Yeah.
having people say,
Right.
it's got to be pretty frustrating.
Oh yeah, definitely,
like,
yeah.
100%.
Looking at it from their point of view is like if someone told you like it's a choice for you to like women, it's like, well, that's just who I'm attracted to.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so it's a very
See, but that's what I'm saying, though. People who are even like, if they even think that it's a choice,
Yeah.
that means they're probably thinking about it for themselves.
sure.
Because, like, or they're not thinking. They're just
Yeah.
saying, like, but anyone who really thinks it's a choice, just ask yourself this. Would you be able to choose to be attracted to a guy?
If
Or
you're a
girl?
guy.
Yeah, if you're a guy. Would you choose to be attracted to the same sex? Because if you can, then you really shouldn't be making that argument because you're probably gay.
Damn, here's some freaking hot tea for you.
What does that mean?
Imagine them saying that it's a choice because they are homosexual and they chose to like women. Boom.
Ooh, head explosion.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, it's a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Damn, get 'em, me.
Hey, high five yourself.
Damn, dude, you're grabbing your own sleeves. That was pretty sweet. How did we get on this topic? I didn't mean to go down the PC route. Oh, you know
we were
what?
talking
That's
about the
exactly what we're
current-
talking about.
yeah.
What we can't talk
The
about.
current times and
And
stuff
it's
like
really
that.
upsetting. I think, you know what? I don't think it's bad to talk about it.
No, yeah.
And I think, honestly, the times are changing right now. How everything has become very PC over the past, 5 years, I would say?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, not just in the past 5, but really PC in the past 5 years, I would guess.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, everything happens in trends, and this trend is at its peak, and it's going to change and go the opposite direction. I think there's going to be a big movement of anti-PC-ness.
Yeah,
PC-ness.
PC-ness.
No, and I think it's already starting to happen, and I think it's going to become almost like, damn, even we're going to be like, okay, maybe we need a little bit more PC
Yeah.
again.
So
So I
it's
think
gonna
it's going to go anti-PC, and we're
Yeah.
going to be just a bunch of like racists and
Meanies.
yeah, but it's going to be acceptable, and then it's going to do the same thing again. I
Yeah.
really believe
Yeah.
that's how everything works.
Well, one extreme pushes back the other extreme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
And then it's always nice to find the balance, but there's never going to be balance.
It's
Just like there's
impossible.
never peace.
There will be balance if more people are balanced. Boom.
That is
That is not that
that's
good.
Okay.
That's
I'll work
difficult,
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what kind of sucks about the world is like it really is kind of through the lens of the extremes. When I
is.
think I would say the majority of people are more of like in the middle, you know.
Yeah. But it's that like loud minority,
Yeah,
you know.
which is kind of a shame.
Well, I mean, there goes that's our PC section of the week.
PC-ness.
That's gonna be like our little PC-ness. For this episode of the PC-ness of the week, we talk about gay people and how you can't choose to be gay. And if you believe that, you're probably gay. PC-ness of the week. All right, we're gonna have a PC-ness of the week thing. I might bring it back, see what people like. You know, we're still experimenting.
I like it.
What else we got on the agenda today?
I like it. I don't think you meant to say it, but
Say what?
experimenting, you know, like people who are curious about it and stuff.
About what?
You know, like if they're
About
gay.
their PC-nesses?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I didn't mean to say that, but okay,
It's just naturally in you to experiment.
it is.
Shishi break?
I kind of do, but like, so we were talking about having this thing in our podcast where we do you know, rather than just doing the ad section, what if we had like this? You know how normally they do
Mid-rolls.
pre-rolls or whatever, but instead we do. I mean, some people do like sponsorship stuff,
Yeah.
but what if we created our own commercials?
Yeah.
See, this could be you, Hot Topic, or IKEA. I don't know why I keep pushing that. They're
Or
never
Carl's
gonna-
Jr. again.
So we film.
I actually worked with him. They're great.
No, that's why. Again.
Yeah.
Film our own commercial that we run during our shishi breaks.
I think we could make it, but we make it funny.
That would be pretty cool. I don't think anyone
But that's
does
a lot
that.
of work too. That's like making a whole nother video.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, we could do it.
super simple though.
Yeah.
Like
Like
a-
a 20-second thing.
Yeah, like a
and then
that'd
we
be
go
funny.
video.
and make
That'd be really
and
funny.
take a quick shishi break.
Yeah.
People don't know. From Hawaii, we call peeing shishi.
Number 1 is shishi.
Number 2 is doo-doo. I guess that's the same thing for everyone. Well, I guess if we take a doo-doo break, that's if there's a long ad. You know, we do like a minute and a half ad.
One of those ones where the sidebar comes up. It's like skip ad.
Dude, that's
Shishi doo-doo.
That's what you can never take a doo-doo break. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
Paco,
dude, no need to.
Spence. No, we're bringing it up
need to.
because this
Come
is how
on.
Paco avoids work. When we're filming at shoots, Paco will go missing for a clean 45 minutes, and we already know where he is. He's in the bathroom pooping,
Yeah.
doo-dooing.
I have a really tight butthole.
I don't think that's the reason. I think it's just because you're on your phone. And
Dude,
that's
okay, so a new game came out.
what?
So Supercell, who has created
Yes.
Clash Royale and Clash of Clans,
Right,
has
Brawl
just come out
Stars.
with Brawl Stars,
Right.
which is like a MOBA game. But
you
I
played
think
it?
it just got released in America because apparently it's been played in other countries.
So what you're saying is the next time you go to the bathroom, it'll
I'm
be
definitely
even
gonna be playing
a
that.
longer break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're just saying you're not working.
No, I am.
Well, everyone else is like we're sweating. We're trying to get things done.
No,
like,
I'm
right
working because
before-
I'm thinking on second channel ideas.
Oh, yeah, because you're playing Brawl Stars.
Maybe we could get a brand deal with Brawl Stars, and then they'll give me some.
Your phone is probably
tokens
so
and-
filled with poop.
No, because it's a brand new phone.
I bet you one sitting.
Poop particles.
Yeah, there's so many poop particles.
Oh.
But I do like having a shishi break because I actually been drinking a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
Should we do a quick shishi break and
Let's
come
do
back?
it.
Yeah.
2-minute break
2-minute break.
and. Oh wait, not claps. Shishi break.
BRB.
And we're back to the Off the Pill podcast, starring me.
Me.
And me.
We didn't plan that. It just happened, and I hate it. And I hate it so much.
Me.
Anyway, I don't. Maybe it's a bad idea to do these shishi breaks because, like, I forget what we were talking about.
Well, that's why
you know
we
what? It's a
transition.
refresher because I don't remember what we were talking about.
Oh.
I should have took my meds. What if half the video is off the pill podcast and the other end half is on the pill? And I'm just like really focused. I think we should just like I just start like, guys, I actually have work to do, and you guys are just talking on your own. Honestly, when I do take my Adderall,
Yeah.
Man, Adderall has such a bad name. Like it has such like now it's like such a bad rap.
Yep.
But I think people get affected from it differently.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I take it, I don't get like hyped how some other people do. It's almost the opposite. And I don't know if that's normal. But if I had it right now, you guys could be talking and I could be working on something and I could honestly work while you guys are talking.
While listening?
Isn't that amazing? It's
Wow.
amazing for me because I get distracted super easily.
Yeah.
Not like in the stereotypical, like, oh, a butterfly, you know?
Yeah.
But like even just talking right now, I'm thinking of other things.
Like
many
what?
Other things. I don't know. Just like even talking about words, the word talking, and then I started thinking about like, man, I say the word talking a lot. I was thinking about that while I was explaining to you the other thing.
Damn, that's weird.
It's not weird. It's normal. I think a lot of people do that. They just don't let themselves.
Explore that part.
Yeah, because
Too
even when I
much.
take my meds, that happens, but I can control it.
Mm.
That's the difference for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, when I'm writing like scripts and stuff like that, it's actually easier to not take it.
Yeah.
And then after that, but when I'm not taking it, basically what happens is I write all this nonsense, like because the reason why it turns out to be nonsense is because you're literally just going with the flow and you can't stop, because if you stop, you're gonna forget the great idea you had. But the great idea sometimes leads to other ideas
Yeah.
that are completely unrelated, but you have to write it down
Yeah.
because you never know when it's gonna come back.
Yeah.
And then you take your meds the next couple days later, and you go and fix all the little things,
Damn.
or put it together, or put it into make it make sense.
That's the secret right there. That is the ultimate.
That is not a secret,
Dude, if you have ADHD, do that.
I heard it's different for. I've talked to other people because I mean, even like comments and people writing to me,
Yeah.
saying like their experiences are similar. Some are very very different.
Yeah.
I think it's not just a you have it or you don't thing. I think it's a scale.
No. Yeah.
And I really get upset when people say like, "Oh, it's just like kids." I mean, a lot of it is like kids who just want to do drugs.
Sure.
But it's not fun to me. Like Adderall is not a fun thing. I don't get that same like hyperness and like,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, it would keep you up, but I don't get that. Like, I don't get how that's fun.
Yeah.
You know. But I don't know.
Well, that's probably because you should be taking it to some extent rather than
I don't take it all the time though.
yeah.
But yeah, it's not fun to
There you
me
go.
at least.
Yeah. Damn.
Anyway, how did we get on that topic? See, I sure took my meds
Next
and
That's
had
not
fun,
too
and
sad.
had a lot of fun.
Okay.
We didn't even start with the topic.
No.
What's
No.
on the agenda?
Yeah.
Well, if we're transitioning into different things,
Speaking of transitions,
yeah, we can just kind of just talk about anything because we had something trending. So why don't we discuss something that is bothering you guys recently in the past couple of days?
bothering me.
Yeah, let's get personal. Because, I mean, things that, at least this is something that I learned in a writing class. And what helps you write is name 3 things that you really like right now and 3 things that you don't like right now. And then,
That's what they told you in the class?
yeah. Well, because that's how you start writing with a topic.
Right.
Oh,
you
you're
can
talking
be
about
like-
for stand up.
No, just in general.
Oh.
In general. Like with writing stand-up or a joke or making a video or a story, then you just like write 3 things. So you could be like, I like food. I like getting massages. And I like when people say thank you when I open the door. Something I don't like, static electricity. I don't like when I pick my nose too hard and I bleed. I
You
don't.
love that one, dude. You always bring that up.
No, I don't.
You do, though. You always use it as an example for something. It's like we're playing like I dare you, and you're like, oh, why don't we do one where like you pick your nose? Who can like pick your nose until it bleeds?
What? No, I've never
You brought
said-
this up many times. This is
Not
not the first
many.
time. This is like the third
Not
time.
many.
I've heard it from you before, but
Yeah, but
like
I don't
maybe,
remember
like,
why
once.
either. No, it's been at least a couple times. 'Cause we were like, why do you always go to that?
I don't
like,
know.
why do you want to see someone pick their nose till it bleeds?
No,
is that your fetish?
No. Are you condemning my kinks?
I'm curious. Is that your
No,
fetish?
that's not
Because we can
actually.
make that happen.
But
we can
anyways.
pick. our noses till it bleeds.
But
Go
basically,
ahead.
from the 6 different topics, there's usually like 1 or 2 that you really are like, oh, this is something that really annoys me or something I really like. And then that's the one that you go off on. And you
I
just,
already write about things I hate.
yeah. So, I mean, I guess in the past couple of days, what is something that you really like? Something has really been bothering you?
What's something that's been really bothering you?
Static electricity. I don't know why, but
You don't know why it happens?
no, every time I put my clothes in the dryer,
Yeah. It's because it's dry.
no, but it's just like there's so much buildup. It doesn't matter if I put like one of those
Dryer sheets?
the dryer sheets.
You do your laundry
It's still,
so
like-
little you didn't know what that was called, huh?
I thought it was a detergent sheet or something. I thought it was called.
Yeah, that's
well,
close
I mean,
enough.
I never had to use that in Hawaii,
That's true, yeah.
and so now out here, like I have to use it and stuff.
Well,
and
I
just,
used to
like-
use it in Hawaii.
Well, even at the old house, the cloud, like I never had to use it, and my clothes weren't staticky.
Ah.
And so
Interesting.
it's so frustrating because then if I have a staticky shirt, if I put it on and I start driving, then it makes my seat all staticky. And then when I step out of the car, I get shocked every time. It's happening so much. I'm
Dude, maybe
getting
you have
used.
powers. Wasn't there a guy called Static Shock?
He's a
Or
black dude.
Why does that matter, huh? I thought you don't see color.
I never said that.
Oh,
I
did we
definitely
not say
see
that?
color.
Oh, okay. That might have been a different day. But yeah, maybe you just have like some kind of gift. I don't know.
I don't think that's a curse.
Maybe there's some way you can use it. If you can channel static more than the average person, think about it like this. What is the ultimate lame superpower that you can think of for yourself? That's like, wow, that's, you know what I mean? Like someone who can like, remember that Family Guy episode where like Meg could grow her nails really long?
That one's pretty lame.
Yeah. But like something like that, like what would be your, let's try and think of I don't know why. I had this discussion with someone else before. I was like, if you had a realistic power with having to do with you,
Yeah.
but like not unreal, like super strength or something like that.
Okay.
Like a realistic lame power, what would it be?
Yeah. I don't know why. For some reason, for me, it's just like you could hold your breath for a really long time.
That's not lame.
I mean, that's a cool one, but
Yeah.
it is a little lame in that it's like,
But
what
like,
would
what
your
can you
name
do
be?
with it?
you could swim. Like you go underwater for longer than anyone in the world.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do with it?
Hide in the water.
That is true.
So what? It's like, oh no, they're robbing a bank. Mister, hold your breath forever, man. Come save us.
Yeah, but if they were like, we designed these walking in the water boots, and you could walk under the water and sneak up on people. Boom, you're a spy.
And then what happens when
That's
you
where
have to-
Will's mind went
Yeah, I know.
instantly.
You got to get trained.
No, but what happens when you have to go on land and access a computer or something?
I don't know. You got to get trained.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty lame.
Mine
That's
would,
another lame power.
Mine would be related to me, like growing my hair instantly long.
That's lame, but it's also useful. I can see how that could be useful.
Yeah, it would just go,
And then
and then I go, okay,
No,
I'll
but
cut it.
You know
you
what-
could do like
how great of a-
magic with tricks or something with that and
That's
make
true.
money.
And you know how great of a business that would be? How many wigs? You know how much
Yeah.
wigs cost
Oh, and
with
you
real
could,
hair?
You could help so many cancer patients.
That's
and
true.
true.
But you could also turn it into a business that sponsors this podcast, brought to you by Wills by Wigs.
stuff. Wigs by Will.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
By Wigs.
I like Wills by Wigs
Me
better.
too. I like Wills by Wigs.
Wills by Wigs. The wigs make
do-
Will.
Or do people who are named Will buy the wigs?
You're thinking too deep. You're
Wills
thinking
by
too deep.
Wigs.
Could have been.
Wills by Wigs. Make sure you guys check out willsbywigs.com. I'll be dead if that has a. This is the first time I said I'll be dead. I would be dead if that is actually a real site. I'm not even gonna be shocked if it is, but
I'm gonna go buy it right now.
yeah, you should. If not, someone listening to this probably will do it.
How about you?
Man, I forget who I was talking about with this, but I had some good ones, but I don't want
Probably
to
David.
reuse it. It might have been David, but our premise was a little different. It was like, how can you have a really lame power,
but make it useful.
but it's also like it has to be like that balance of, oh, okay.
Yeah.
The only reason why I brought it up, I was like, it'd be really interesting to see. That's what it was. We were trying to think of a tweet because I wanted to see what other people. I never did it, but I wanted to
Yeah.
see what other people would come up with.
Got it.
Because there's so many. But I forget. I had a list somewhere of a bunch of them. But
This sounds like a fun drinking game where everyone has to like within 10 seconds come up with like a lame superpower.
Yeah.
And then everyone is kind of like, no, but yours would be cool because you could do all this. And then
Right.
at the end, whoever has like the best lame superpower has to like drink or something.
I got another lame one.
what?
You could instantly get over a cold in 10 minutes.
I would love that.
That power is like.
Like it's good, but it's for a superhero.
Yeah.
It's pretty lame.
It's pretty lame.
What if your power was to just give someone a 10-second cold?
Damn, that's
And like you just feel like sick for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That's it.
You have
though.
to keep going.
No, but the thing is, like the strength of the cold is randomized from 1 to 10.
Yeah.
So sometimes it could be like flu for 10
Yep.
seconds, and sometimes it could be like
Bird
my
flu.
nose. Oh,
I don't even know.
Keto-
I don't know what that
keto
means.
flu.
Oh my god, keto flu. Going through it right now. It's actually not as bad today as it was the last couple of days.
Yeah.
It started about a couple of days ago.
so why are you going back into this though?
Keto?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's a nice diet. I like to diet every now and then. Remember? There's the things I like having fun doing. No, I eat a lot and I binge eat. It's bad habits. For all you wrestlers out there,
Be careful.
you're gonna get really fat, or you have to learn how to control yourself, because that's where I picked up all my eating habits. I learned binge eating. I learned how to lose weight really quickly. It's so unhealthy. I've been told that, but as a kid in high school, I did not care because I just wanted to win. But
you were state
I guess
champion,
fighters too. State champion in wrestling. Yeah. In judo, I got second,
Get 'em.
but I had a dislocated elbow.
While you were fighting,
In my first match, I had a bye because I was fourth seed, and then I dislocated my elbow. They popped it back in, or they did something. I don't know if they popped it. She like wrapped it up. I could barely use it. The next match, it was semifinals already because I had the bye, and I had to face this guy who was actually the number 1 seed, and he was beating me the whole way. I ended up countering him and then pinning him on the ground because he wasn't a wrestler. But he was like the favorite of the whole, so it was a big upset.
Yeah.
And nobody knew that I was like messed up. And then I went to the finals match. And basically at that point, after the last guy, it was like, because it's all in one day, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first injury happened in the morning, and then afternoon, my arm is like, I'm going through that next one. I got kind of lucky being the best guy, pretty much using one arm.
Yeah.
And the last guy, who's even like the guys before me were like, oh man, do not lose to this guy. We've all beat him, because they're Oahu kids. I'm from
Yeah.
the Big Island. They were all like, dude, do not lose to this kid, because we've all beat, like, he shouldn't be there, essentially is what they were
Yeah.
saying. But I mean, he earned it. I mean, he got there.
Yeah,
you know, he
yeah.
wasn't even seated in the top 4 out of like the 30. I don't know how many people, 16, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, once I played him, I was just like, my arm was done. Like I couldn't even like I could grab, but it was like the strength of like
Me.
no, it was the strength of
Me.
like a child, like a strength of a child. So I basically had
little
one.
stronger than
so
us.
it got worse and worse. It got worse.
Damn.
And
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
didn't know that.
I was really like upset because I don't mind losing to someone who's better. I've always said this, even like if it's like, if I'm watching basketball or any sport, I don't mind when my team loses to like, okay, that team would just deserve it. Or when we play basketball, we play every Wednesday and Friday. If we lose to a team that's better than us and we get blown out, I'm like cool with that. But if we lose to a team by like 1 point that we should have beat, I'm like really upset because
Yeah,
it's
he
like
gets-
I don't know why. I just get really upset by that.
This is how you know when Ryan is frustrated. When after the game, usually like he'll spend maybe 2 to 3 minutes with the guys just talking.
Well,
then
and naturally, you guys spend a lot more time.
He'll dap people up. Or yeah, if we did really well, he'll like hang out for like maybe 5 minutes. But if he's upset, he'll grab his bags and just be like, "All right, okay, guys, peace, peace,
Yep,
peace." and
shake
just
everyone's hand and
leave.
just bounce. But that's only if we lose to a good team. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, we deserve it. Like there's nothing we could have done.
Yeah.
But in the same way, in that tournament, I was very disappointed because I knew I was like that was my senior year. I was like, what could have been, And I cut all this weight. People don't realize how hard that is to do in high school. Not just in high school, but I mean, like, there's so many other things you got to
Yeah.
worry about, and you're like always hungry and you're always grouchy.
Yeah.
And thirsty even. So that was a very disappointing thing. When not that I'm gonna say I would have won, but like you didn't give it your all, pretty much.
So
Well, I would say you probably did, but it's just things that were out of your control
Right.
stopped you, which is, I'm sure everyone can relate to that. It's like super frustrating.
Yeah.
I still think you're number 1.
Thanks, man.
yeah, but you're number 2.
I am in judo.
I was a number 2 in doubles for tennis.
double. So you're actually number 4 because your other friend was also part of that.
Well, we're tied.
Okay.
We're third.
Okay.
If you think about it.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were actually athletic until I saw you like play basketball, and you didn't know how to play basketball.
Yeah.
And you actually could play basketball. I said basketball like 4 times.
Yeah. Talking.
go ahead.
Talking. No. So yeah. A very similar situation where my partner is way better than me. I only started playing tennis in high school, where a lot of people have been playing it for like their whole lives. And then my senior year, my partner and I got 4th seed, and we were playing in the semifinals against the 1st seed, and we beat them. And it was just like, it was a huge upset because these guys had won like
This sounds like
so
an
many
awfully
years in a row.
familiar
That's
story.
why. But the thing is, so because we had beaten them, everyone was like tripping out of their
Right.
minds. It was like, oh my gosh. And like we're a public school too. So to beat a private, it was Punahou. We beat
Oh,
them.
yeah.
And it was a
You should explain. So people who don't know, that's where Obama went.
Yeah, that's where Obama
But
went.
if you're from Hawaii, sorry for all the Punahou kids. I think they know this too.
Yeah.
Like everyone, they're like the best at everything.
Yeah.
Because they have like,
and they have like the most pretty girls too.
I don't know about that, but they have like the most prestigious kids, like the smartest kids, and like all the most established.
Yeah.
It's like the top of the line. It's like the Harvard of Hawaii, I guess.
Yeah.
The place everybody, if you're not in there, you're against them.
Yeah,
So
essentially.
it's a big deal. if
They're
you
the
beat someone.
Yankees. They're the Patriots.
Exactly.
They're the Warriors.
They're the Warriors. So when any other school in Hawaii beats a Punahou kid, usually it's pretty like you're like rooting for the
Yeah.
non-Punahou person. Sorry for all the
The underdog.
all the people from Punahou,
Yeah.
but it's true. I mean, it comes with the territory. Being number 1, people always root for the underdog.
Yeah.
You know?
And so we had beat their number 1 seed, the number 1 seed, and it was actually Dave Shoji's son.
Who?
Dave Shoji, the UH women's volleyball coach, the
Oh, okay.
prestigious coach. Yeah,
Right.
So we beat them, and that night I was like, "Oh, dude, this is dope. This
You
is
got too
hype."
confident.
I got too hype. Too
Yeah.
hype because then this girl, I've never told this story. Jordan Lum, if you are watching this, I'm so sorry. But the night before, this girl who was like watching, like came up to me after and was like, "Hey, good game. You're really cute." And I went, "Oh, snap." So when we are all supposed to go to sleep, I snuck out and hung out with her until like early in the morning. And then went to my match, and I was exhausted. And we lost in straight sets in the finals.
Wow.
And I was tired. I knew I was tired. And then
If I was your teammate,
But he
I would
didn't
be
know.
so.
He didn't know.
Whoever that guy is, you need to apologize, dude. That's once. I know to a lot of people it doesn't. It's like, who cares? It's just states. Like it's just like a sport. No one cares. It's a big deal, dude. Like you'll never get that chance again.
Yeah.
Same with like college players. Like that's why like a lot of times it means more for them to win a championship in college than it does in the NBA in basketball, because you'll never get to do it again.
Yeah.
You only get X amount of chances. 4 chances to be exact. You get 4 chances, and that's assuming you're at your best when you're a freshman, sophomore, junior,
Yeah.
usually your senior year. Damn, I feel bad for that guy.
It's a big deal. I mean, you never know, too. Events like that can lead to scholarships,
Yeah.
like
That's
true.
big, giant things
Yeah.
that happen in your life.
Yep.
And you took it away from your teammates.
Don't say it like that.
Oh man. Wait, what
He's
was his
actually-
name?
Jordan Lum. He's
Can
actually
we say
like.
his name,
I mean,
or do we have to blanket?
I don't think so. He's actually a very dude. Ever since at a young age, he's 2 years younger than me. But I was always just like,
What school did you go to?
No, he's 3 years younger than me. He's a freshman.
What school did you go to?
I think. I went to Pearl City High School.
Pro City, huh?
Yeah, and he held himself with such poise, and it's definitely because of his parents, and you could see. And I was just like, damn, dude, this guy's so respectful and stuff.
What are you trying to say about your parents?
They're cool.
Yeah, they're very respectful. When I met them, they're very nice and very like
Well-
respectful, very very different from you.
Though-
I'm pretty sure your dad don't wear skirts around the house.
no, yeah, definitely not.
Or your mom, probably.
Your dad's
Actually, no, yeah,
your
my
dad's a
mom
pastor.
doesn't
so.
My mom definitely doesn't.
Okay, so that was all because.
So what
Paco-
what second place medal did you get, Will?
Yeah.
None.
State science fair, nothing.
Nah. Oh, we got a dance second place.
Oh, yeah, there
and
you
what?
go.
Dance.
States?
No, I mean like what competition? Yes. Like, ours is states. Yours is.
World of Dance.
That's the world, dude. In the
Damn.
world.
We had
second in the world.
states.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just the name.
Then there's countries.
Nah, dude, that's the
Then
world.
there's continents. He did worlds.
And you got second in world of dance.
Yeah, it was. What year was it? 2018 or 17 or something.
Right.
So this past year.
I mean, 8. Excuse me.
No, yeah. I knew what he
yeah,
meant.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were all pretty young. It was me, Greg, Dana. Like we were all in it.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was a big deal because we were.
It is a big deal.
It was our first like bigger competition in dance.
Right.
And there was this crew called Choreo Cookies.
Oh, I love.
They're
it.
still around.
and
they're
they're
dope.
always known as the best.
They're Punaho to you.
They were
They're
known
your
as the best.
They're your Punaho.
Yeah, and we were some ragtag nobodies who were doing like really weird stuff. Like we would,
Yeah.
a lot of them would just wear like a t-shirt, a crew shirt, and they would just dance, right? And it would look really cool. We had like full costumes and like
Yeah.
skits.
You
in
guys
our-
did like a play.
We did like a play with
Versus,
dancing
like,
because
and they were
we
dancers.
were not good at dancing, so we had to like think of
For a
fu-
dance competition.
We were good at like making people laugh and making moments, and storytelling.
You guys had good concepts.
We did,
basically.
and no one really did that back
Yeah.
then. Like no one was really into that. Like the dance
Right.
competitions were all about the dancing.
Just dancing.
Yeah. So we would have like these big wooden sets that we would have to like lug on and like weird like props everywhere. And we almost beat them by like point something.
It was just a really close.
It was really close.
Yeah.
And
I remember
then-
seeing that. Is that online?
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Well, Step Boys.
Yeah.
The homeless one or no?
It was, yes. I think we called it the bum show.
Yeah.
And the story of the show was I was a businessman and I lost my job and then became like homeless. And then the story was there was a group of homeless people that like took me in and showed me the ways of their world, and then I think the ending of it was to be like accepting, because then the person who had delivered me the message lost their job, and then I was like bringing
Right.
them in at the end. So
Got
it was
it.
kind of like this narrative, that
Right,
had
right,
like a
right, right.
message.
Full circle.
play.
Full
Yeah,
circle.
yeah. And so people were, and we had like really cool stunts.
Yeah.
That was like,
And then people were, in a way, you guys kind of pioneered that concept of like storytelling.
Maybe
in our
competition.
area, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
like mostly in our area. I don't really know elsewhere.
No, yeah, but it like within the dance community is kind of like a small thing. It's a
Yeah,
small
somewhat.
community, so word can spread fast.
Sure.
And then there also have been like prestigious crews who have been like, "Yo, your idea, like we flipped it a little bit."
Sure.
And they've told you that.
Yeah. And, I don't want to say like any names, but there's been like bigger crews that have bigger shows that have said like
Yeah.
we've allowed them
That's
to
why
kind of
prestigious
take in,
people,
some
so.
of our stuff. But
Say their names.
can't.
I know.
I'll say their names.
No, we won't.
But that was our second place story, my second place story. And it was really cool.
God, you know what that means? We're all a bunch of losers.
Yeah, we're first losers.
Yeah.
We're
We
first
make it.
losers.
We make it there, and then we don't finish.
You don't count. You had first in wrestling.
Yeah, but not in everything. Like I said, we almost make it to the perfect level of championship, but we just don't quite make it.
So that whole story we talked about was all because Paco said, think of something that you have problems with, or what was that?
That wasn't even related.
That wasn't
Yeah,
even related.
it wasn't.
Sometimes you guys just gotta stop me because I don't even remember, like mid sentence, I'll forget what I'm talking about and I'll move on to something else.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No,
That's what this podcast is. It's
Oh,
off
I
the
know,
pill.
but at some point, if I keep going really off, that's what you guys are here for. Someone's gotta catch me and be like, "Hey, we're not talking about that."
No, yeah, but the thing is, like, what you're talking about, there's good substance to it. It's a good story. There's no reason to cut it off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now,
okay,
if you're
well,
just going off on something, just then we'll
I
be
do
like,
that,
okay,
though.
Ryan.
I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
And that's why this it's good so far.
but I also don't realize.
Don't worry.
That's
We
what we're
have-
here
yeah,
to
that's
bring it full circle. But yeah, I agree. As long as we're talking about something
Anyway.
that's entertaining.
That's why I've always had, well, not always, but whenever we go on dates,
Ew.
it would be a real issue. Why ill? You go on date? What are you talking? What?
I think I'm the only one who goes on dates now.
No, like back in the day, if you go on a date with a girl,
Yeah.
or guy, I guess, the talking part, I would have to always be conscious about like I don't mind like talking to someone and we'll have a conversation, but I have to like it almost makes me more awkward because I have to consciously be thinking, okay, don't stay on topic.
Like,
I didn't used to take any meds back then.
Yeah.
You know, when I was like, especially like right out of like college and around that time, I was very awkward because I think I would be consciously trying to think like stay on topic.
Yeah.
Listen to what she's saying because sometimes I'm not even. It's not like a disrespect thing or like it happens to people I respect the most. I've told people this before, but like it's almost like the one time I knew that I knew when I was a kid, but like I knew something was weird.
Yeah.
Is that I would have like, you know, like my I grew up playing basketball and judo, and they would call you in for huddles, right? And they would explain the play. Let's say basketball, our coach would explain the play and be like, I would always get yelled at because I would never know what the play was about after we broke the huddle. So like as I got older, this is from ages 5 to 13, I would keep consciously trying to tell myself, okay, pay attention, right? Pay attention. And then out of nowhere, break. I was like, oh my God, I was trying so hard to pay attention that I didn't hear anything. And I would always get yelled at, but I really wanted to, I didn't want to I didn't want to have to run suicides or sprints. And I would always have to because I never knew what the hell was going on. So like, that's how I knew like, okay, maybe how do you, like, I would always wonder like, how do people remember this stuff? It's not that I couldn't remember at the time, I thought it was a memory thing.
Yeah.
But it was like, I just can't pay attention.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
frustrating.
It is. And it is. I didn't realize until I took meds for the first time later in life, which is in college. And it was actually my prescription. It's not one of those like underground, like because everybody was trying to get Adderall back in college.
Yeah.
It's like a popular thing now. But I didn't think it wasn't even called Adderall back then. It was something else.
Ritalin.
I don't know if it was that.
It
might
used
have
to
been.
be Ritalin, and then I think I think it's people still use Ritalin. I think it's for different things. Maybe I don't know.
Right. But well, regardless, I think I told this story. Did I tell this story already?
I don't think so.
On the first 2 podcasts on the second channel. Anyway, yeah, that's for people out there. If you're curious, if you kind of have ADHD, that's what it's like. Because there's no way I would have known if I didn't take meds. And I was like, this is what other people get to experience naturally.
Yeah.
You guys can read a book, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I remember they would do those tests in school where
Right.
they would test your comprehension and like if you could read something and then kind of tell it back to them. Did they ever do that to you, like in school? Like, would they ever take
first time I got tested was when I was in preschool. And they thought, they did say I had ADHD, but my mom refused to put me on meds.
Right.
Probably would have been school, would have been so much easier.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still got good grades growing up.
Yeah.
That's a weird flex, huh? That was at the right time to use it. I did get good grades, but I kind of cheated a lot. Weird flex, but certainly. That's an odd contraction of muscles, but certainly. That is an odd contraction of muscles, but certainly. Was that the right time to use it though?
Kind of, I guess.
Paco tries to keep me up to date with the little kids.
Just a
You know?
little, because sometimes.
I always use it wrong.
Yeah.
In memes.
But the thing is also, I think there's moments where you do it on purpose. Like,
Not
ironically.
No, that was right.
That one was correct, yeah.
know.
But there's a lot of times you ironically.
Oh yeah, sometimes.
Try to do stuff.
As like a joke on the meme. And stuff. What was I talking about?
Weird flex, but okay. But before
was the
that,
flex,
you're talking
though?
about how you
Am I
had
the-
good grades, even though you.
I got diagnosed when I was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
Am I
you-
the only one who thinks those kinds of sayings have like an expiration date of like 2 days before they're like
Annoying.
Yeah. Like
I think it's a matter of how much people use it.
Yeah. But I think
Because-
also, I think in a way, for our group, it's almost been like, don't just follow trends, you know? And I think it's kind of been.
What?
It's kind of been drilled into us.
What do you mean? We follow trends.
I think
I try to keep up with trends. I'm
No,
just
but
always late.
No, but you're very late, and then you also do it in a way that's like still different and
Yeet.
unique.
Yeet, guys. Let's yeet. I'm really hungry. Time to yeet.
I don't know if it's necessarily been drilled into us. I think the majority of us, it's just in our nature to not. I don't know. When I make those, if I ever make like a joke like that, sometimes part of me feels like I copied a joke, and it makes
I know
me.
what you mean.
It makes me feel like
Yeah.
You know,
But it's not really a joke, right? Like, what does yeet mean again?
I don't even know.
It's not. See, it's not. That's just a thing people say.
No, but if you said like, "Oh yeah, I get hit up all the time for brand deals," and I said, "Oh, weird flex," but okay, I'm making a joke.
And then we would all
Yeah.
look at you like,
Yeah, but
Like,
the
oh.
people
Yeah.
that do that
You
and
did
they
the
laugh
meme.
at it.
But
You
I
know
think
what
that's
I
also
see.
why, like, you know how you just don't copy trends. Like if people are doing challenges and stuff. you
Oh, I
just
see what
don't-
you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. So in a way, all of us are kind of just like.
yeah, but
oh,
you're
like,
making,
just-
right now, you're weird flexing, but okaying us right now. You're
I
making us seem like,
guess.
oh, we're too good for memes.
But no, but
I like them. I know
do
it's
too.
really late.
I do too. I just don't
want to do them.
I don't say them. Like
you
I don't
can
use
appreciate.
them. Yeah. I laugh at them,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah.
use them as like in my arsenal. I
Yeah,
guess.
like,
Like I don't.
Once something gets so overdone, I get upset seeing it, honestly. And then it becomes a joke in itself.
Yeah,
That's what you mean
yeah.
when I use
Right.
it. Yeah.
Which is why I think it's so like the dab is really annoying for a while,
Yeah.
and then I thought it was so funny every time I saw like Mini Minter do it because he's doing it like ironically.
yeah.
So
That's
it's
what
just
I
like,
mean.
damn,
That's
that's
just,
funny.
I mean, that's
actually.
like a whole nother different level.
of comedy.
Not like a different. See, right now we're weird flexing, but okaying.
That's okay, dude.
Dude,
We're
stop
odd
contractioning
contractioning our muscles.
That's some.
But
We're
certainly.
definitely odd contractioning our muscles, but certainly. Anyway, how did we get on this topic? See, this is the bad thing. I should have took my pill during the shishi break.
Honestly,
Damn
I think the last official topic we talked about was Paco said, "What bothers you?"
Yeah.
that didn't even go anywhere. I
Yeah.
went into his talk. That's why I told you, like,
But
stop
that's
me.
why no, it's fine. All we're looking for is the seed that we can plant, and then it's just like whatever it branches
Metaphors.
off into.
Okay.
Metaphors.
What bothers me?
Tell him,
I don't know.
dude.
Grab my sleeves.
That bothers me as well.
I don't know.
I thought you had something. That's
No,
why you're
I
like,
don't.
You know what bothers me? I was like,
No,
what?
no. I don't really. I'd have to sit here and think about it because it's not really something that I can just pull out of my.
I have a lot of things.
All
This is
right.
what I do every day. Write about things that bother me.
What? Get them.
For one, let me tell you about IKEA.
we should end it
No. Let's see. I mean, there's so many things. You know what? Actually, one thing that does kind of bother me, but it's like it shouldn't. I never understood why people hate Nickelback so much.
That's.
I know it's super random, but I was just thinking about it the other day.
Yeah.
Because I heard a Nickelback song because I was watching. Was it Grey's Anatomy? I don't know. I was watching some really old show and
Yeah.
it had a Nickelback song. I don't know what show it was. Might have not even been Nickelback, but it reminded me, and I was like, "Dude, they're not bad. Like, why do people hate them so much? You know?"
I'm trying to think of a Nickelback song. Is that the? I remember there's a music
there's so
video
many.
and they're in a boat.
Photograph.
Oh yeah.
I don't have the rights to that. We might have to bleep it. Just kidding. That was in.
Look
that
at
was in the
this
same-
picture.
Look
that
at this
one.
picture. Take a glance at the picture.
Yeah.
I still think that one Vine is hella funny where he's like,
What?
Look at this graph.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
just holding
Oh,
up a
yeah,
graph.
No, I don't hate on Nickelback.
No, but you know what I mean. Everybody. That's like the. I know it
It's a
became
go-to.
meme.
Yeah, it's a go-to.
But I've always like. If you, I guess kids wouldn't get it now because they're not popular. But
Yeah.
back in the day, they were playing all the time, and nobody had an issue with them. I thought "Photograph" was a great song.
Yeah.
And their voice is very like, you know, like it's
Yeah.
very
Unique.
unique. But I don't know. There's things like that, and that made me think of other things that people are. I feel like they just jump on the trend
Yeah.
of like hating Nickelback or like autotune. Anything autotune sounds awful. That's
Yeah.
not true. There's a lot of autotune that I really like hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, but that became a thing.
Right.
There's,
Crocs,
I mean,
Crocs is something that people like
yeah,
usually hate on too.
yeah.
And
I mean,
Uggs.
but but I mean, I understand the Crocs one.
what?
I like Crocs.
I think they're comfortable.
They are.
I think they're goofy, but they have they.
You know what I
they
didn't
have
like
their
about it?
use.
My real reason for not liking them initially was the holes. The holes made me feel weird. I have that thing. I get like goosebumps just thinking about the holes.
Is it trypophobia or something?
Something like that.
I can get it. I just don't want to. I don't want it to happen. So I'm not trying to think of holes right now. I
Mine-
get that pretty bad.
The goosebumps.
You get creeped out by holes.
like just seeing like those that thing, you know,
Yeah,
with all the
yeah.
bumps next to each other. What's it
Yeah.
called?
And trypophobia or
Something-
something like that.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, you can't
Damn,
really
you
see
got
it.
bumps.
You see a little bit?
You know what? You know what kind of triggered me? Like I don't think I have that, but definitely seeing those patterns is weird. At your old house, there were these dead sunflowers in a vase, and walking
Oh.
by that and looking, I was like, oh, why do you have that there?
I don't even know what you're talking about, so I probably didn't even notice it or
It's
look at it.
right at your doorway.
I don't come through that way.
Oh, that's right.
I don't go through the front door at my own house.
The thing that I didn't like about Crocs in the very beginning was that Pacos were so like crusty and old. And then he got me a new pair, and I started wearing them. I was like, "This is kind of dope, kind of fresh."
You know what's funny? I bought him Crocs for his birthday or Christmas or something like that. He just like did not use it, and he went back to using his dirty ass ones.
No, because the ones that he bought me.
Oh, I don't really.
He didn't buy me the OG ones.
Yeah, I got him some cool looking ones, some new stuff.
That's not what's cool.
None of it is cool.
Wait, you didn't get us the OG ones?
No, I did.
I'm confused.
No, the original style.
Yeah, I got him some cool looking, like it's like a different one because he has so many of the other ones. See, this is
he had a closed toe one, but it had fur on the inside, and that was just weird to me.
It was for winter.
Yeah, but it was just weird to have fur on my feet.
Yeah, but for winter it might be nice. You know, I figure you got regular Crocs, so I'm gonna get you this. Regardless, if someone gets you a gift, you should at least use it.
I did use it.
You did not.
I used the other ones,
and I never got him a gift since.
Yes.
Moral of the story.
I used the other ones, and then every time I would see you at a basketball game, and you're like, "Nice, yeah."
And I used it like once. Yeah.
Paco actually got us all Crocs for
our
birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
He converted us.
Yeah.
I think.
It was. You know what it is though? It's like, it's just easy to slip on.
Yeah.
Like so. Yeah, and I wouldn't wear it to like an event like how he would, like how Paco would, but
wear it outside. Go.
Yeah,
get
it's just
the
like house mail or whatever.
Yeah. Real easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're awesome. Crocs. Dude, I've been trying
Aren't
to
they
get
out of
them.
business?
They closed all of their American
But they're still in
suppliers.
business.
I think they're still in business.
So they could still be a sponsor for this podcast.
Dude, I've reached out to them,
Dude,
and
we're
I tried
just
to
talking
get
about
sponsored.
brands. We gotta get away from brands on this. Like,
Post Malone.
what about Post Malone?
He did a Croc deal.
Yeah, I know. I was
No
like, what
way.
the heck?
And
In
he
this
did
day
a
and
Bud
age?
Light deal.
Yeah. He
Damn,
has his
dude.
own, I think, shoe with Crocs.
Really?
I think. Yeah.
That's you know what that matches him.
It does.
It does, but I'm
wears
so
them a lot.
frustrated
Why?
because it's dope.
Because he
but I'm just
won
like,
it.
ah.
I mean, you're not Post Malone.
I
dude.
know.
Like, if
That's
you were
why I'm
Post
like,
Malone-
I'll never be Post Malone. But I'm like,
not with that attitude. Like, you just gotta start working on your music, you know, and work on your
Yeah.
goatee.
Yep.
I am working on music.
And your
though.
grill.
I am working on music.
All right, prove it. Sing something.
No, I can't sing though. It's like rap.
Oh,
Look at
it's
this
rap.
photograph.
Hey, look at this picture.
Picture.
Yeah. Well, you got some goods coming up?
I got some good ideas. I mean,
Wow, that's a strange flex, but strange contraction of muscles, but okay. But certainly.
yeah.
But confirmative.
Man, we are lame.
'Kay.
How long has this been? We've been doing this is our first one and we are just
We're
everywhere.
going for a bit. We're going for a bit.
I know. Can someone check?
This has been.
If not, we'll give it a little beep beep right now and we'll conclude. Thank you guys for tuning in to the first episode, official, not the first episode, the first official episode of Off the Pill podcast. If you don't know, this is how we outro in 3, 2, 1. We just make our mics really smelly by breathing on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're the only one using that one, so the guest.
It still
one.
smells okay.
What, like sugar-free Red Bull?
Why would you incorporate? No, we gotta bleep that brand now. Like
We've said so many other brands.
I would never.
You said
I would never. Shout out to IKEA and Hot Topic and Sugar Free Rebels.
it's Southwest.com.
Southwest.com.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Paco. Thank you, me.
You're welcome, me.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys. See
All
you
right,
next time.
let's do this.